Yes, namaskar. So we will be working with a third eye stimulation and pineal initiation. So which is a third eye initiation, also with a Kundalini stimulation practice. We will learn this practice. Also, we will try to understand what are the steps, what are the exact measures that we will be taking. After that, we'll be doing the practice. It will be a guided practice, which will go in 3 steps. I will explain you the steps. Then we will do it together. Before we do the practice, let us sit at a place where you are not disturbed by anything during the session. As you sit, relax, you are calm. We will look into first 3 steps that we are going to do. In the first step, there are 3 parts, and then the second and the third step. Let us look into the first step. So the first thing that we are going to do to enhance, to have a activation on the pineal and on the Kundalini, a very safe practice and a very revolutionary practice for giving you a third eye activation, which goes like, as you sit straight, as you sit calm, your head is slightly upwards tilted, and then as you inhale, exhale, as you do the breath work, the natural breath work, you automatically find a pressure occurring on the third eye. So developing this pressure as you inhale, exhale, and maintaining it is the step 1. So as you feel a pressure, even few moments, you take that pressure and you maintain the pressure. Step 2 is looking at the whole body half a centimeter inside the skin, which is looking at your whole pranic body, the energy body that you have. While you do this, the main goal is to integrate your mental and the pranic bodies. So when you move forward with that, it is very simple. As you sit, as you are maintaining the pressure, you start seeing your whole being, your whole body, half a centimeter inside the skin, which is looking at your pranic body and maintaining the pressure on the third eye. Step 3 is you now form a sphere of light, a sphere, a ball of light at the pineal, which is in the exact center of your skull, inside at the center of your skull, where the pineal gland is located. So 1.5 to 2 inches inside from the right, from the left, from the front, from the back, in the exact center. In the center, you have the pineal gland. So that is where you start feeling the pressure on the, you start feeling the pressure on the forehead, on the third eye. Then you become sensitive to the pranic body inside, integrating your mental and pranic bodies. And the third step is creating a sphere of light, a ball of light at the center of your skull. So as you visualize a sphere of light occurring, you can visualize your skull from inside is getting illumined. The energy, any sort of energy, may it be cosmic energy, universal energy, may it be a ball of pranic energy, any sort of energy is fine. You visualize a ball of energy emitting light, a bright ball of energy occurring at your pineal, which is in the center of your skull. These are the first 3 steps that we are going to do in the step 1. I will repeat. Step 1, we have 3 steps. The first is sitting straight, sitting calm, relax, keeping your face upwards tilted and maintaining pressure on the third eye in the between your eyebrows. Second step is looking at your whole body, whole being, half a centimeter inside the skin. So it is looking at your pranic body, your energy body. Step 3 is visualizing and creating a sphere of light, a ball of light at the center of your skull. All of these constitutes the step 1. Now I will explain step 2. We will do all the practices together as they will be guided. Just for a clear understanding, we are explaining the practices earlier. So the step 2 will be creating a cone, creating a conical shape like a funnel. The tip of the funnel at your pineal, where the sphere of light was being visualized. So to that sphere of light, the tip of the funnel is touching. So a cone shape going inside your skull, the tip of the cone is touching that sphere of light in the center, and like this, it comes and ends at your forehead. So the diameter, if you so call it as a diameter of the wide mouth of the cone, that wide mouth of the cone will be starting from the point between your eyebrows and going up to the third eye chakra, which is at the center of your forehead. So there's a cone, the wide mouth of the cone is this much wide, and it is round like this. So a cone connecting the center point of your forehead and connecting the point where your eyebrows are meeting. So you connect both of these third eye points to a cone, wide part of the cone, and the cone's tip is ending at the center of your skull. This is first part. Let us understand the second part. I will show you a picture. With that, you can have a clear understanding. The second part is visualizing a lotus. What the lotus is, where the lotus is, we'll see. So the stick that you have below a lotus, that stick is that stem of the lotus is at your third eye at the center, and the flowered lotus which is flowered, it comes here, the up back portion of your skull, the up back portion of your skull, it comes here, which is touching your Sahasrara chakra. So as your Sahasrara chakra is having petals, 1000 petals, you see a lotus, which the stem of the lotus is connected to your third eye, and the flowers, they go back up and are touching your skull from inside. Please listen. So the points of discovery are, first is on the forehead. Let us understand where on the forehead. So you have to visualize this very carefully. Thus your skull bone is ending and the skin is starting in your forehead. the place where your skull is ending and the skin is starting. Between the skull and the skin, you have to visualize the wide mouth of the cone. Between the skull and the skin at the forehead. Similarly, at the back of your head, the lotus petals, the tip of those petals are touching your skull, the back of your skull from inside. So you can visualize it as it is built. The gears are being locked in the Sahasrara chakra. And later on, the conscious rotation that you will give will make the Sahasrara chakra take a boot start. Just for a understanding, I'm telling this. All right. So the step 2 is creating a cone and then creating a lotus. Now we will come to the step 3. We will understand this very carefully. In the step 3, we will be doing 2 things. One is creating the rotation movement of the cone. The rotation movement is like a whirlpool coming in the ocean, creating the strong suction effect. Anything that comes around gets sucked towards its tip. In the same way, the funnel, the cone that you created, will be given a rotation movement in your visualization. This rotation movement shall cause any universal energy around you, any cosmic energy around you, any pranic force around you to get sucked in, to suck in, to absorb the pranic force, the nature energy into the pineal. And later on, we will understand that as we suck the energy into the pineal, from the pineal, the energy is going from the stem of the lotus to the petals of the lotus. And now both of them are in motion. So after step 2, creating the cone and creating the lotus, step 3, part 1, we will give both of them rotational movement. This is a very practical and something that you will continuously have to do inside. The process is going to be happening inside. You have to be completely integrated and with authenticity you do the practice. I will tell you. The step 3, part 2. That will be stopping the rotational movement and now carrying that lotus from the Sahasrara, just moving it down and taking it down from the Vishuddhi, from the Anahata, below the Muladhara chakra, just above your anal point, below your anal point, between your genitals and the anal point, you have the perineum. Same principle, same spot, which is above the bone, under the skin. At the point of your perineum, above the bone, inside the skin, you have the Kundalini Shakti coiled inside, residing over there at the base of you. Then we will take the lotus, carry it to the Kundalini, and the same process of rotation movement will be starting. After all this process, we will again withdraw the lotus, dissolve it in the skull, dissolve the cone into the pranic body, dissolve the lotus into the pranic body, and then we will open our eyes and come back. So these are the 3 steps. I will demonstrate a photo. Please look at it carefully. In that it is easily understandable. Also, the rotation movement for males and females are different. Please have a look at this photo. Yes, so as you can see here, in step 2, we will create this cone like this above your skull and under the skin of the forehead, touching your third eye between your eyebrows and ending at the center of your skull, which is the diameter of the wider part of the cone. The cone's tip is coming and touching to your Ajna chakra, the third eye, where you are visualizing the sphere of light. From the third eye, you have a stem of the lotus reaching to the back of your head. The lotus position is also above the skull bone and under the skin. This is the position of the lotus. As it is marked here, for males, it is a rightward rotation. So for males, the cone will be rotating in right direction. While this is happening, the lotus is rotating at a opposite direction from the cone. So the lotus has the rotation towards the left side. For females, the cone's rotation will be leftwards. For females, this cone rotation will be towards the left, and this lotus rotation will be towards the right. For males, vice versa. So this is the positioning of the cone and the lotus that you will be visualizing. And step 3, second part, is carrying this lotus down on the Kundalini, keeping the rotational movement active for a while. Later on, we will dissolve all of these into the pranic body. Yes, so 3 steps explained. We will be starting with the step 1. Step 1, 3 parts. So let us start with the step 1, part 1. That is, you sit straight, you're comfortable. No compulsion of holding any mudras. Your hands just facing upwards, comfortably on your thighs are okay. Just loose, relax. Head slightly upwards tilted. As you close your eyes, as you inhale, as you exhale, you feel the pressure occurring on the center of the forehead. Please do the practice with total integrity. Do not leave the practice in between. Also, now as you start with the practice, keep your eyes closed for the entire time the guided meditation is done. Keep your eyes closed for the entire time and keep proceeding with the instructions. Yes, let us all continue. Let us all be blessed by the universe for a blissful experience. Sit straight, close your eyes, head slightly upwards tilted. Inhale, exhale, consciously, and let the pressure be developed in the center of the eyebrows. Please continue without being disturbed by anything and proceed with the instructions. Yes. So with this, as you feel a certain pressure coming on the forehead between the eyebrows, let us maintain this pressure. Keep this pressure intact. Maintain it. While maintaining this pressure, let us look at our pranic bodies, which is half a centimeter under the skin in the whole body, in the whole being. With this, you integrate the mental and the energy body. Without being disturbed by anything, let us continue to look at our energy bodies. Keep continuing, maintaining the pressure between your eyebrows and looking and witnessing your pranic body. Continue for a few more moments. Very nice. Now all of us will be moving to the next part, which is creating a ball of light, creating a sphere of light at your third eye, which is at the center of your skull. You create a sphere of light on your pineal, a sphere of energy emitting light. All the whole skull from inside is shining bright. It's feeling light inside. Create a sphere of light, sphere of energy in the skull, the center of your skull. Just gaze internally, gaze at this sphere, witness, and just witness. Just keep witnessing and maintaining the sphere.
Please continue. Maintain the sphere of light, the sphere of energy at the center of your skull. Keep your eyes closed. Let the illumination happen in the inside of the skull. With this, let us move to the step 2, which is creating a cone, a energy cone. The tip of that cone is at the pineal, at your third eye, and the wide part of the cone is between your skull bone and the skin, connecting your two third eye points. Let this cone be situated over there. Let this energy cone be there. Let it stabilize. Let it be integrated. With this energy cone, we are going to get it in the universal energy, the pranic energy flow. So visualize it and stabilize it. Just keep visualizing the cone and keep it connected with the third eye and the forehead. For a few more moments, as you feel a strong connection with the cone, continue, create the cone and let it be intensified. Let the cone be stronger. Yes, with this, we will bring up the lotus. So let us start visualizing the lotus. The stem of the lotus is at the third eye, is at your pineal, at the sphere of light. In the petals of the lotus, go back to your Sahasrara chakra, which is between the skull and the skin at the back of your skull. Let there be a interlock happening between the Sahasrara chakra and the petals of the lotus. Let the lotus situate and be integrated at its position. Let this whole channel of the cone, the third eye, and the lotus be at its place. Let the whole setup be integrated. We will start with the rotation in few moments. Yes, with this, we will proceed with the rotation movement. So as the rotation movement starts, male will start the rotation movement of the cone towards their right. Females will start the rotation towards their left. With the rightwards rotation of the cone, as an energy junction, third eye, and from the third eye, the cosmic energy that you take in goes to the lotus. which gives the lotus a rotation movement towards the opposite direction of the cone. So male, if the rotation is at the right, the lotus rotation is towards the left. For female, the cone rotation is for the left and the lotus rotation is at the right. A rightward rotation, which is a clockwise rotation, and the leftward, which is anti-clockwise. Let us please continue. With the rotation movement, let there be a whirlpool occurring. The energy suction happen. Let the pranic force, let the cosmic and universal energies be pulled inside, be sucked inside the third eye, and let those energies transfer into the lotus with the opposite direction, traveling into the Sahasrara chakra. Start the rotation gently, continue with it. We will change the speed of the rotation with the guided instructions next. Continue the rotation and let the energies be sucked inside the pineal. Let the rotation get faster a bit. With the rotation being faster, let the suction of energy also be intense. Let the energy travel back to the Sahasrara. Between this intake and outtake, let the third eye be totally awakened. Continue. Let the rotation be intense, more intense, and a powerful rotation as fast as you can go. Let the energies be sucked in as much as they can. Continue intensely with your willpower. Continue the rotation and let all the universal energies be entered into your system. With this, you can relax. Keep the cone and the lotus at their places and just stop the rotational movement. Let them be at their places. Just inhale, exhale, relax. Yes, with this, we take the lotus from the Sahasrara. We carry it downward to the Kundalini, to the Vishuddhi, Anahata, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Mooladhara, to the Kundalini spot at the perineum, between the genitals and the anal outlet, under the skin, above the bone, at the Kundalini spot. Let this whole setup be stable and be integrated. Let them be ready for the energy transmission. Let the stem be that much powerful to carry the universal energy to the Kundalini. With this, we will start with the rotation movement of the cone. This time, as you start with the rotation movement, as the suction effect gets created, let us all pull the universal energy inside in the Ajna. From the Ajna through the stem of the lotus, let it be carried down to the base, to the Kundalini, with the rotation of the pineal cone. As the energy transfers, the lotus rotation is at the opposite direction. Let all the energy be sucked in from the cone into the pineal, and from the pineal to the Kundalini. Let us all keep this will. Let us all experience Kundalini activation. Continue the process with all integrity. Let the rotation in the cone happen at a gentle pace. Continuously keep suction of energy on. With this, we will increase the rotation moment, go a bit faster, let the suction effect be a bit more faster, bit more stronger. Let the energy coming from the pineal go to the Kundalini spot. Let the energy intensity increase with the increased speed of rotation. Let us increase the rotation movement at its maximum. Let the suction of energy be at its highest peak. Let the transfer from the cone through the stem to the Kundalini happen at an intense rate. Continue with the rotation movement as fast as you can go, as intense as you can go. With this, you can stop the rotation movement and relax the setup, relax the energy channel. Now let us move ahead to the dissolving of this channel in the pranic system. How we will be doing that is relax and let us repeat the step 1, exercise 2, which is looking at your body and your whole being half a centimeter inside the skin at your pranic body, at your energy body. And now let the cone, let the sphere of light, let the stem and the lotus slowly, slowly get dissolved into your pranic system. Let this energy setup be dissolved in your energy body. Yes, with this, you can come back to normal. You can open your eyes. Let the energies flow inside. Hope this was a energetic and a blissful experience for all of you. Thank you for joining and thank you for your time.